Today, we're going to uncover some of the hidden culprits behind unpredictable blood sugar. Those surprising, often invisible factors that can leave you feeling completely out of sync, even when you think you're doing everything right.
You know that feeling, right? One minute you're fine, the next you're sluggish, irritable, or suddenly starving. If you've ever tracked your food perfectly but were still just baffled by your numbers, well, you're not imagining things. Today, we're going to find out why.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start by setting the stage with the mystery itself. Then, we'll investigate 3 key areas: your daily rhythm, some sneaky diet traps, and finally, those invisible influencers happening deep inside your body.
Okay, so before we start pointing fingers at any culprits, let's just make sure we're all on the same page about what we're actually looking for.
A blood sugar swing isn't just a number on a meter, is it? It's that whole roller coaster of energy, mood, and hunger that can throw your entire day off. It's simply your body's reaction when glucose levels spike way too high or crash way too low. So where do we start looking for the triggers? Well, a lot of times, they're hiding in plain sight. Our first set of clues is hidden right there in your daily habits. You might actually be surprised how much these simple routines can affect your internal chemistry.
Let's start with sleep, or more like the lack of it. When you don't get enough, your body ramps up production of the stress hormone cortisol, and that directly messes with how your body uses insulin. In fact, research shows that just one bad night's sleep can significantly increase insulin resistance the very next day. Pretty crazy, right?
Here's one that is so simple but so often overlooked: hydration. When you're dehydrated, the sugar in your bloodstream literally becomes more concentrated. Think of it like making syrup. Less water means thicker, sweeter sugar. Staying hydrated really helps your kidneys do their job and flush out any of that excess.
We all have stress, but when it goes unmanaged, it directly impacts your blood sugar. It doesn't matter if it's a work deadline or something emotional. That stress triggers hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. It's all part of your fight or flight response, and it tells your body to dump glucose into the bloodstream for quick energy, causing a temporary spike.
Now, exercise is an incredibly powerful tool for blood sugar control, but being inconsistent can actually backfire. If your activity is sporadic, your body's demand for glucose becomes totally erratic. A consistent routine, however, actually trains your body to anticipate and manage its energy needs much more efficiently. So the main takeaway here is that these aren't just some vague wellness tips. Lack of sleep, dehydration, stress, and inconsistent exercise, they all have direct, measurable effects on your hormones and physiology. They're actively disrupting that delicate balance your body's trying so hard to maintain.
All right, let's move on from your daily rhythm to your daily menu. You might think you have your diet totally dialed in, but there are some common traps out there that can sabotage your efforts without you even realizing it.
The first trap is skipping meals, or just waiting too long to eat. This can cause your blood sugar to dip way too low, making you feel shaky and absolutely ravenous. Then, when you finally do eat, your body might overcompensate, leading to a huge rebound spike. Regular, balanced meals are really the key to avoiding that whole pendulum effect.
This brings us to what I call the health halo trap. You know, all those foods marketed as healthy, like protein bars or low-fat snacks. Well, they're often loaded with hidden sugars and refined carbs just to improve the taste. The lesson? Always read the nutrition label on the back, not just the marketing claims on the front.
And our final diet trap is overdoing it on even the healthy carbs. Yes, fruits and whole grains are super nutritious, but they still break down into sugar. So portion control is everything. A plate that's just overloaded with carbs, even the good kind, can still send your blood sugar soaring. We've looked at your habits and your food. Now, for our final section, we're going to go even deeper to explore the influencers you can't see, all those complex processes happening inside your own body. We're going to focus on 3 major internal factors that can have a huge impact: the side effects of certain medications, natural hormonal fluctuations, and the surprising role of your gut health.
Let's start with medications. Some common drugs, like steroids, certain diuretics, or even birth control pills, can have the unintended side effect of raising your blood sugar. This makes it a really crucial conversation to have with your doctor if you notice any changes after starting a new prescription.
Hormonal shifts are another major factor. The fluctuations that happen during a monthly cycle or menopause, for instance, can cause temporary insulin resistance. This just makes it harder for your cells to absorb glucose. But tracking these patterns can be a really powerful way to anticipate and manage them. Finally, let's look at a fascinating area of growing research: your gut. An imbalanced gut microbiome can impact how you absorb nutrients, and it can influence your body's overall insulin sensitivity. This means a healthy gut isn't just about digestion, it's a key player in stable blood sugar.
So, we've definitely uncovered a lot of hidden culprits. But you know what? Knowledge is power. The goal here isn't to be overwhelmed, but to transform this whole mystery into a sense of mastery over your own health.
Here's your takeaway. Think of it as a simple 3-step checklist. First, audit your daily rhythm. Are you sleeping enough, staying hydrated, managing stress? Second, investigate what's really on your plate by looking for hidden sugars and watching your portions. And third, get to know your body's unique internal factors.
And that brings us to the end. The crucial point isn't to tackle everything at once, it's just to start somewhere. So, looking at everything we've covered, what is the one hidden cause that you'll start paying closer attention to today? After all, the first step is always awareness.